All right, so we're TRUCE. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm going to talk really fast. I kind of stripped our normal PowerPoint to make in 5 minutes, but I'll try to touch on everything, even if it's not on our PowerPoint. So our goal is, of course, to reduce violence in our community. So we work with young people 14 to 24 that may be involved in groups or gangs, probation, parole, or a young person that's dropped out of school and they're interested in finding their way back to a more productive life. So we have a social worker that works directly with each of our clients. So we make sure they receive the necessary referrals for mental health or substance abuse treatment. We Uber them to and from medical appointments, criminal proceedings, job interviews. Not only would we serve that young person, but we serve their entire family. So if mom needs help with finding employment, housing, then we serve that entire family. We pay for all of their demographics. So we pay for birth certificates, your driver's license, a TWIC card if you're interested in getting into a plant. So anything that we can do to make sure that a young person is successful is our goal. So of course, we receive referrals from any type of call-ins. Of course, our judges refer kids to us all the time, law enforcement partners, social services partners, and of course, anyone in the schools will also refer to us. So kind of went through what we offer. Each of our clients, we are funded locally, private funding, and grant funding. We serve approximately 80 plus kids a year. And of course, majority of the work is with our social workers that we hire on. Community
Aisla, I just want to interrupt you because you are funded by some local businesses, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Local
So you
business
have local
owners.
business leaders who help fund this. Okay, thank you.
Yes. And so we do a lot in the community. So these are photos of our community walks. So business owners walk with us, law enforcement officers walk with us, school personnel will walk with us, our office. And so we walk a neighborhood plagued by violence, and it's our goals to bring as many resources to the community that we can. We understand that a lot of our clients aren't aware of the services. So our main goal is to bring services to that particular community. So we have food. We have a basketball goal that comes with us. Of course, that's our district attorney and our sheriff and our board president, where we're just engaging our residents, seeing what's going on in their neighborhood and how we can help them. And one thing, if they're willing to report any type of violent activity or crime, then the music that we have with us, the food that we're providing the community is a distraction. So no one is really paying attention to who's talking to law enforcement officers at that particular moment. Of course, that's our superintendent. He walks with us as well. We make sure that the kids have what they need for school, and that's just our rolling basketball goal that travels with us with the DJ on the back. Once we walk a
Could you
neighborhood,
go back to that? So explain that, please.
so it's a basketball goal that our sheriff's office hooks to a truck. And so it kind of moves with us. It stops. We have a DJ on there. So the kids are able to play basketball with our law enforcement officers. It's a great way to bridge the gap between law enforcement and our community. But also while they're playing basketball, if a community resident is reporting something, then no one is really paying attention to who's talking to who. We go back and we clean up a neighborhood. So once we walk a neighborhood, we will come back and clean. As y'all can see, DA Hillamore is cutting grass. There is another way to engage our community. We're also in a high school, so we work with young people on the verge of dropping out of school, those individuals that have high suspension rates and high truancy numbers. So we come in and we bring different classes to them. So we partner with our district attorney's office, our United States attorney's office, our public defender's office. We have a piece that's called The Law, the Police, and You. So we talk about how to interact with law enforcement officers, their rights, entrepreneurship skills. We bring in workforce development. And here you can see that same business owner that funds us. Our kids, he employed them every other week. They're to bring their grades up and no disciplinary infractions. And so he actually flew them on his plane to a Saints Cowboys game one year.
That's an incentive.
It is definitely an incentive. We also have Beat the Heat. So we bring, I didn't put that slide on just for time, but we have Beat the Heat. So during the summertime, we bring summer camp to the kids that cannot afford summer camp. So we pop up in a neighborhood plagued by violence every Friday. We also have Our back to school event is a free 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It's called Hoop Fest. It's something that our kids chose to do. Again, I failed to mention TRUCE was chosen by our young people in our community. So our name, our logo, the colors, our kids and our community chose our names as well. During our Hoop Fest event, our law enforcement officers are coaches to kids that did not come with a particular coach. And they're also the referees during that game. And so this is why we're doing it. This is a young person. He was involved in a shooting, which left him paralyzed, decided he wanted to do something different. We were able to put him into a welding program, and he sent pictures, and his boss sent pictures of him at work in his chair. And so we believe that we are definitely changing the lives of our kids one day at a time. Of course, these are our kids that that graduated. Most people said that they would not graduate. And so we're in the stands and they're showing us their diplomas of their accomplishments. So of course, that's also a reason why we continue to do what we do.